Hi, welcome to Insibook. There is a very important thing I have just realized. Debt doesn't need a miracle, just a plan. I know that because in the book, Smart Money, The Personal Finance Plan to Crush Debt, Naseema McElroy lays out a clear, compassionate, and practical path to get out of debt and build real freedom. This book summary gives you the mindset shifts and money moves to take control, without shame, confusion, or gimmicks. Let's explore it with me. Embark on a profound transformation of your financial life, a journey designed to liberate you from the suffocating grip of debt and propel you toward genuine financial empowerment and lasting security. This isn't merely about managing numbers. It's about cultivating a relationship with your money that is built on awareness, intention, and unwavering action. Imagine shedding the constant anxiety, the missed opportunities, the limitations that debt imposes, and stepping into a future where your money works for you, enabling you to live the life you truly desire. This is your personal roadmap, crafted from hard-won wisdom and a deep-seated belief in your inherent capacity to achieve financial freedom. The absolute first step, the bedrock upon which all future progress is built, is the commitment to radical self-honesty regarding your current financial reality. It's far too easy to keep our heads buried in the sand, to avoid the stark reality presented by bank statements, credit card bills, and loan balances. This avoidance, however, is the most potent barrier to progress. To truly move forward, you must gather every piece of financial information with the meticulousness of a detective piecing together a case. This means compiling a comprehensive inventory of your financial life. Every source of income, no matter how small or infrequent, every single expense you incur, from the fixed necessities to the discretionary wants, all the assets you possess, whether cash, investments, or property, and critically, a complete and detailed list of every debt you owe. For each debt, you must know the exact outstanding balance, the prevailing interest rate, and the mandatory minimum payment. This enumeration isn't an exercise in self-criticism or blame, it's an act of gathering essential intelligence. Picture yourself as a general preparing for a crucial campaign. You need an accurate assessment of the terrain, the strength and disposition of the opposing forces, and a clear understanding of your own resources before you can even begin to formulate a winning strategy. This detailed inventory serves as your battlefield map. Laying it all out, perhaps for the first time in years, can evoke a potent mix of emotions: anxiety, frustration, even shame. These feelings are natural. They are valid signals about how your current situation impacts you emotionally, but they must not be allowed to dictate your actions or define your future. Your future is built upon deliberate action, not passive surrender to fear or regret. Once this unvarnished picture of your financial landscape is before you, the imperative next move is to assert absolute control over your cash flow. This is where the concept of a budget becomes not a restriction, but a powerful tool for intentional living. Reframe the word budget from a cage designed to limit your experiences to a strategic spending plan, a conscious allocation of every single dollar you earn. It's about directing your money with purpose, ensuring that every dollar has a defined job, rather than wondering where it disappeared to at the end of the month. This plan must be grounded in reality, prioritizing your income and your essential needs first. Diligent tracking of your spending is paramount, at least during the initial phases, to gain granular insight into precisely where your money is flowing. Scrutinize your expenditures for patterns, identify areas where spending might be excessive, redundant, or simply misaligned with your overarching goals. Are there recurring subscriptions that rarely see use? Those daily coffees or lunches out that accumulate into substantial sums over weeks and months? Frequent impulse purchases that could be replaced by more considered choices? This is not about imposing self-deprivation. It's about cultivating mindful spending and making deliberate choices. Every dollar consciously redirected from non-essential consumption towards your debt repayment or savings goals represents a significant victory, a tangible step closer to the freedom you seek. You'll need to categorize your expenses meticulously: housing, utilities, food, transportation, debt servicing, personal care, entertainment, savings, etc. And assign realistic amounts to each category based on your income and your stated priorities. The objective is for your total income, minus your total planned expenses, including debt payments and savings, to equal zero. Every dollar must have a purpose. This rigorous process might reveal that your current income, even after optimizing expenses, is insufficient to meet your obligations and achieve your aspirations promptly. This leads us directly to another critical pillar of this plan: the proactive and strategic enhancement of your income. The journey to debt freedom is significantly accelerated when you possess the resources to tackle it aggressively. While trimming expenses is a vital component, substantially increasing your earning potential can dramatically shorten the timeline to liberation. This is the phase where you transition from managing scarcity to actively cultivating abundance. Approach income generation with a proactive, entrepreneurial mindset. Explore every avenue for increasing your earnings. Can you confidently approach your current employer for a well-deserved raise? Prepare a compelling case, backed by data demonstrating your contributions, achievements, and your market value. Is it time to consider seeking employment elsewhere, where your skills and experience might be more highly valued and compensated? Sometimes, a strategic career move offers the most rapid path to increased income. Investigate opportunities for side hustles or freelance work that leverage your existing skills, knowledge, or even your passions. Perhaps you possess expertise that can be monetized through online courses, consulting services, or freelance projects in your field. Consider leveraging platforms that allow you to drive for a rideshare service, deliver meals, offer specialized tutoring, manage social media accounts for small businesses, create and sell crafts online, or provide virtual assistance. Even modest amounts earned consistently can have a profound impact when strategically directed towards your debt. Don't overlook the potential of decluttering your home. Selling items you no longer need or use can simultaneously free up physical space and generate valuable cash. The fundamental principle is to view income generation as an active pursuit, a continuous process of seeking and capitalizing on opportunities. It requires developing comfort with the idea that earning more is not only achievable, but essential for reaching your financial objectives swiftly. Treat your income-generating activities as a business. Meticulously track your progress, reinvest in enhancing your skills and capabilities, and constantly seek innovative ways to optimize your earning potential. With a crystal-clear understanding of your financial situation, a rigorously controlled spending plan, and robust strategies for augmenting your income, you are now strategically positioned to confront your debt head-on. This is where the crushing aspect of the plan truly comes into play. Two primary, highly effective methods exist for systematically dismantling your debt, and understanding their distinct characteristics allows you to select the one that best aligns with your psychological makeup and your specific financial circumstances. The first method is the renowned debt snowball. This approach involves listing all your debts from the smallest outstanding balance to the largest, irrespective of their interest rates. You commit to making only the minimum required payments on all debts, except for the smallest one. Every extra dollar you can scrape together, whether through budget reductions or income increases, is aggressively thrown at this smallest debt until it is completely eliminated. Once that debt is paid off, you take the entire amount you were previously paying towards it, the minimum payment, plus all the extra funds, and add it to the minimum payment of the next smallest debt on your list. This process creates a powerful snowball effect, where the amount you can dedicate to each subsequent debt grows exponentially, gathering momentum as you go. The profound advantage of the debt snowball method lies in its psychological impact. Achieving the quick wins of paying off entire debts rapidly provides immense motivation and builds crucial momentum, making it significantly easier to remain committed to the plan, especially during challenging periods. The alternative strategy is the debt avalanche method. With this approach, you meticulously list your debts in descending order of their interest rates, starting with the highest. You continue to make minimum payments on all debts except the one carrying the highest interest rate. All available extra funds are then funneled towards eradicating this highest interest debt first. Once it's completely paid off, you pivot and apply all those funds, plus the minimum payment, to the debt with the next highest interest rate. The debt avalanche method is mathematically superior because it guarantees the lowest overall cost of your debt over time. By prioritizing the debts that are bleeding you dry with high interest, you significantly reduce the total amount of money paid in interest charges. However, this method can sometimes require more patience, as it might take longer to achieve the initial psychological boost of completely eliminating a debt, which could potentially be demotivating for some individuals. The choice between the snowball and the avalanche ultimately hinges on what truly fuels your motivation. Are you driven by the satisfaction of quick victories and immediate psychological reinforcement, the snowball? Or are you primarily focused on minimizing the total financial outlay and paying the least amount of interest possible, the avalanche? Both strategies are demonstrably effective pathways to becoming debt-free. The single most critical factor for success with either method is unwavering consistency and absolute commitment. Adhere strictly to the plan, meticulously track your progress, and take time to celebrate the small victories along the way, perhaps paying off a small credit card, achieving a specific balance reduction milestone, or reaching a significant percentage of a larger debt paid off. Do not allow temporary setbacks to derail your determination. Remember that negotiation might also present itself as a viable option for certain debts. With some creditors, particularly those holding credit card balances or personal loans, you may find success in contacting them directly to negotiate a lower interest rate or even a settlement amount, although be aware that settlements can negatively impact your credit score. Explore avenues such as transferring balances to a lower interest credit card, ensuring you understand the transfer fees and the interest rate that applies after any introductory period, or considering debt consolidation loans. However, proceed with these options only if they genuinely reduce your overall interest burden and are accompanied by a rock-solid plan to prevent accumulating new debt. The overarching objective in this phase is aggressive repayment, freeing up your income from the relentless drain of interest charges. While you are engaged in this aggressive pursuit of debt elimination, it is critically important not to neglect the foundational necessity of building a financial safety net. A common pitfall that leads individuals back into debt is an unexpected expense, a sudden car repair, an unforeseen medical bill, or a period of job loss that completely destabilizes their precarious financial situation. This is precisely why establishing an emergency fund is not merely advisable. It is an absolute prerequisite. Begin with a modest, achievable goal, such as accumulating $500 or $1,000 as rapidly as possible. This initial small cushion acts as a vital buffer, capable of preventing numerous minor emergencies from cascading into major debt crises. Keep this starter fund in a separate, easily accessible savings account. Once you have established this initial safety net, continue to make robust progress on your debt repayment journey. After you have successfully eliminated all your non-mortgage debt, your next highest priority should be to systematically build this emergency fund further. The ultimate goal is to grow it to encompass sufficient funds to cover 3 to 6 months of your essential living expenses. This adequately funded emergency reserve provides genuine financial security. It offers invaluable breathing room, significantly reduces pervasive stress, and acts as a robust shield against life's inevitable curveballs. Crucially, it ensures that you are not forced to disrupt your hard-won debt-free momentum or resort to incurring new debt when unexpected costs inevitably arise. Consider it your financial shock absorber, providing stability and peace of mind. Knowing it is there allows you to approach the future with significantly greater confidence and composure. Once the debilitating weight of high-interest debt has been lifted and your emergency fund stands robust and ready, your financial focus naturally pivots towards the imperative of wealth creation and securing your long-term financial future. This is the stage where you transition decisively from the act of crushing debt to the deliberate cultivation of assets. The core principles guiding your actions remain rooted in intentionality and strategic planning, but the objective now is sustained growth. Saving and investing become paramount priorities. Continue to live intentionally, ensuring your spending plan actively supports not only your immediate needs, but also your future aspirations. This includes making consistent, dedicated contributions towards retirement savings. If your employer offers a retirement savings plan, such as a 401k, particularly one that includes a company match, contribute at least enough to capture the full employer match, view this as essentially free money and a guaranteed, substantial return on your investment. If you lack access to a workplace plan, or if you wish to save more aggressively for retirement, explore opening an individual retirement account, IRA, such as a Roth IRA or a traditional IRA, depending on your specific tax situation and financial goals. Developing a fundamental understanding of investing principles is indispensable. The extraordinary power of compounding, the phenomenon where your earnings begin to generate their own earnings, creating a snowball effect of wealth growth, is the cornerstone of long-term wealth creation. Time is your most valuable ally in this endeavor. The earlier you commence investing, even with modest sums, the more time compounding has to exert its profound, exponential influence. Diversification represents another critical principle. Avoid concentrating all your investment capital in a single asset class. Rather, spread your investments across various types of assets, such as stocks, bonds, and potentially real estate, to effectively manage risk. For many individuals, low-cost index funds or exchange-traded funds, ETFs, that track broad market indexes offer an excellent strategy for achieving robust diversification and participating in long-term market growth without the complexities of selecting individual stocks. Dedicate time to educating yourself on the fundamental concepts of investing, gain clarity on your personal risk tolerance, and construct an investment plan that is meticulously aligned with your specific goals, whether that involves saving for a down payment on a home, funding your children's education, or ensuring a comfortable and secure retirement. Automating your savings and investment contributions. By setting up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings and investment accounts each month, makes the process consistent, effortless, and ensures you remain steadfastly on track towards your objectives. Sustaining this hard-won financial health requires the cultivation of enduring habits and the maintenance of a resilient, positive financial mindset. The journey does not culminate the moment the last debt is extinguished or when a specific savings target is reached. It is, rather, an ongoing process of conscious decision-making, continuous learning, and adaptive management. Regularly review and adjust your budget and your overall financial plan. Life circumstances are dynamic, income streams can fluctuate, expenses may increase, and personal goals can evolve. Your financial plan must be flexible enough to adapt accordingly. Be vigilant against the insidious trap of lifestyle inflation, which is the natural tendency to increase your spending in direct proportion to increases in your income. While it is entirely appropriate and rewarding to enjoy the benefits of your hard work, ensure that any increases in your spending are deliberate, purposeful, and directly aligned with your core values, rather than simply mirroring your rising income. Continue to expand your knowledge base regarding personal finance and investing. The financial landscape is perpetually evolving, and staying informed empowers you to make increasingly astute decisions. Crucially, protect your accumulated assets and your financial stability through adequate insurance coverage. Health, life, disability, homeowners, and auto insurance are essential components of a comprehensive financial plan, shielding you from potentially catastrophic financial losses. Consider undertaking basic estate planning measures, such as creating a will, to ensure your assets are distributed according to your explicit wishes upon your passing. Cultivate a deep sense of gratitude for the progress you have achieved. Take deliberate moments to acknowledge the significant distance you have traveled from where you began. Celebrate milestones, both the large and the small. This practice reinforces positive financial behaviors and sustains high levels of motivation. Recall the feelings of burden and constraint you experienced when mired in debt, and intentionally contrast them with the sense of freedom, control, and security you now possess. This stark contrast serves as a powerful, enduring motivator to remain steadfast on your path. Surround yourself with supportive individuals who champion your financial aspirations and, conversely, consider limiting your exposure to those who might inadvertently encourage excessive spending or perpetuate negative financial habits. Ultimately, achieving robust financial well-being and effectively crushing debt is about adopting a proactive, empowered mindset. It is about internalizing the understanding that you are unequivocally in the driver's seat of your financial destiny. You possess the inherent power to make choices that actively shape your future trajectory. This path demands discipline, unwavering patience, and persistent effort. But the rewards, the liberation from debt, the attainment of financial security, and the capacity to pursue your deepest dreams are immeasurable and profoundly life-altering. This comprehensive plan provides the essential framework, but you are the one who provides the essential fuel and determination. Embrace the entire process. Trust implicitly in your capacity to learn and adapt, and diligently build the financially secure and fulfilling life you truly deserve. This profound transformation is not only possible, it begins right now, with the conscious decisions you choose to make today.